Namaste. My name is Sainath Shanbhag, and this is a slide on Sanskrit programming language, and I'm comparing with Python, which is one of the most prevalent language today, programming language today. And I am Chief Technology Officer of Shardula AI. This is my old photo. I don't look like this now. All right, so let us start. So, what is programming? This slide is basically for a common person as well as for an advanced user. So what is programming? In programming, what we do is we take a file, we write some program with a specific syntax, we give it to computer, and computer converts it into a binary code of 0 and 1, which the computer can understand, and it runs. So popular examples of a software program is a WhatsApp, a Google Mail, etc. Now, what happens inside a computer for software code? So, we have a software code which looks something like this, and we have a compiler for the programming language, and this compiler is under software or a program. It converts this program into a binary numbers. That's so simple. It's a machine code in binary. Now, what have I done for Sanskrit programming language? So I have a compiler for Sanskrit programming language which takes some Sanskrit file and then it converts it into binary, machine code in binary. So at a fundamental level, this is what happens. So basically, when I say I have written a Sanskrit programming language, what I mean is I have written this compiler for the Sanskrit programming language. Now, how does it compare to Python? Python is a very good language, wonderful language. I use it in day-to-day activities, and I am giving a use case one. And unlike how we start in engineering colleges with a Fibonacci series, which I have never used in my 20 years of experience, what I am doing is I am writing a simple case which is what a child likes to imagine. Now in this case there are three children with name Rama, Krishna and Lakshmana, and Rama earned a chocolate. Rama gave the chocolate to Krishna. Krishna gave the chocolate to Rama. Lakshmana earned a mango and Lakshmana gave the mango to Rama. Now you can take a look at how it looks in Python code. It is basically 13 lines and each paragraph refers to a single sentence. Now currently I don't want to get into the details of this, that we will keep it for the end of the program. What you can see is in a Sanskrit programming language I have just 5 sentences. Whatever we have this 5 English sentence, in fact when it comes to Sanskrit, the number of, in some cases the number of words reduces. Now you can see that it's 5 and it's exactly what is written here is what is meant. The idea is the computer understands a Sanskrit code in a very good way. That's how a compiler is written. Now if I go to a use case 2, I have Rama earned 3 chocolates, Rama earned 2 chocolates and Rama gave 1 chocolate to Krishna. Now the same code, when it comes to Python, you can see that compared to previous lines the format has slightly changed and there are 10 to 13 lines for these 3 lines of English code, whereas in Sanskrit you can see that there are only 3 lines. So this is the Python code. Each of this line, Rama earned 3 chocolate, corresponds to this many lines of code. Python is one of the programming language with less number of codes. Of course, for Python I have created a library which helps me write this short code. I have a use case 3 where Rama earned 3 chocolate. Now this is a classic example of if-else statement. If Rama would have a chocolate, he would give 1 to Krishna. Rama earned 3 chocolates. If Rama would have a chocolate, he would give 1 to Krishna. And the first sentence maps to this Python code and the second sentence maps to this Python code. Whereas in Sanskrit, I have the first sentence maps to this code and the second sentence maps to this code. And you can see that the structure of Sanskrit is well suited to explain the real life scenario, as well as it is well suited for the computer to understand what it has to do. Use case 4. On any good day, Rama earns 3 chocolates, Krishna earns 1 mango. If Krishna would not have a chocolate with him, Rama would give a chocolate to Krishna. And run the above process once. Run the above process once again. This is a classic case of having a functions or a module which helps us to do a same task again and again. So how do I put it in Python? I would define a module. It says def. Def refers to a procedure or a module or a function on a good day, and I have so many lines from here to here, which refers to the first on a good day. And then I have the second two things, last two lines I have mapped to this main statement, this function. And you can see that you don't currently you can just skim through the code or just try to understand that there are multiple lines one needs to write, and these are the, for the last two lines, these are the so many number of lines, and then you call this main function. This is how we write in Python. Whereas in Sanskrit I have 1 2 3 4 5 lines, and when I have 2 lines to be repeated, I am just repeating that lines, that's all. We will go through the Sanskrit code in detail later. Now how am I adding this, running this code? Now this is a beta version where I have an input device on Android, and this is connected to a cloud computer. Cloud computer is sitting in my office, and you have a simple keyboard. This is how a child learns a Devanagari alphabet or any Indian alphabets. Ideally he should be learning it like this, where we have all the vowels on the left, or we call it swara and vyanjana here, and all the consonants here, all of them here. So and every so that is basically the idea. And once you write the code, how do you run it? You run it something like this. So basically you connect to this, automatically connects to a computer where you have written your code, and this is the code that you have written. And here I am doing single step, which means that when each line is run, you have the output. This code was run on February 17th, so you can see the timestamp. When Rama earns 3 chocolates, Rama gets 3 chocolates with a slightly 3 different timestamps. And this is a computer at Shardula AI. And you can as well run it on a computer, and on a computer this is how it looks. You can run a Python code like this. This initial lines are the main use case, what you need to run, what we want to run, and this is the Python code, and this is the result of the Python code. This is the computer. The same thing when it comes to a Sanskrit, again you can do it on a computer, but it would be preferable you do it on your cell phone. And you can see that each of the lines are short, simple, concise, precise. Okay, so what is the conclusion here? The conclusion is, I am again going back to the slides. This is not the end of the slide. So the conclusion is, coding in Sanskrit reduces lines of code by a factor of 3 to 4 times compared to Python. And what I have done is, what this means is, a child who wants to learn a programming, it makes sense for him to start with Sanskrit, and depending on the use case he can later shift to any of the specific programming languages which is needed as per the use case. Second thing is a subset of Panini Sutras. Panini Sutras refers to the Vyakarana or grammar. I am using it. A subset of Panini Sutras used results in easy learning curve to code in Sanskrit. What it means is, you need not know a complete Sanskrit to code in Sanskrit. You just need to have basic around some 20 or 30 words. That's what 20 words are what you need to remember. and then you can use the same words to write a program. Just like this happens in any programming language. You have a very less number of words and then you play with those words, that's all. And how can you help? You may add in comment if you are willing to fund a child for learning Sanskrit programming. And I want to run this project as a Gurukul kind of a system where a society supports a child, and how that what that results is, as the child grows up, he would love the society and he would love the country. For the country has helped him, the society has helped him in his education. So that is my current plan and I want to see how it works. Now you may add it in the comments. Second thing how you can help is you can spread the word to those who love Sanskrit. Okay, so let us come back to look into more detail. Fine, so let us see this, how it compares to Python. Rama earned a chocolate. Now what is this Python code? I have a module, a library created. What it helps me is, it helps me create a person. So now I create a person whose name is Rama, and that person I call Rama. I create a commodity called chocolate whose name is chocolate, and that commodity instance is, I am calling it chocolate 1, and that chocolate 1 I am going to give it in Rama's account. So Rama is Rama, who is the child, and add to Artha means add to his pocket or his bag the commodity that we just created, which is chocolate. Now we have to have 3 sentences. The problem with children is that it is difficult for them to remember Rama equals to person bracket inverted comma, Rama inverted comma, bracket close, chocolate 1 equals commodity bracket. So what I have seen is it's a struggle for the child to remember all these things. For some children it is easy to remember, for some children it's natural, but I have seen lot of children struggling to mug up this and then somehow pass the exam. Now in this case what I have is Ramah chakleham arjitavan. Rama earned a chocolate, Ramah chakleham arjitavan. So all he needs to do, all the child, he or she needs to do is, he just needs to remember a sentence which is very simple, Ramah chakleham arjitavan. Now Rama gave the chocolate to Krishna, Krishnaya Ramah chakleham dattavan. Now what would you prefer your child to remember? Rama gave the chocolate to Krishna as Krishnaya Ramah chakleham dattavan, or do you want the child to remember Krishna equals person bracket inverted comma Krishna inverted comma bracket chocolate underscore instance equals Rama dot remove from Artha bracket chocolate Krishna dot add to Artha chocolate underscore instance? Is this what we want our children to remember, to program? I don't, for at least for my daughter or my child, I wouldn't want them to waste their childhood remembering all of this. Of course, when they are working, they can do that. But as a child, it is very easy for them to remember Krishnaya Ramah chakleham dattavan. Now, let us see the if case when it comes to numbers. Now what we see is the previous sentence, previous program Rama.person.Rama was common, and chocolate instance, all of this second line is different, third and fourth line is same. Now when I have just 3 chocolates, look at what I need to do. I need to have, when it comes to 3, I need to say for I in range bracket 3 bracket close colon yeah. So this, suppose there are 3 or 4 languages, for each of the language they have to remember this, some words like this. Now here if you look at that, what has the difference happened? What is the difference? Previously it was Ramah chakleham arjitavan. Now I just say Trini chaklehani arjitavan. So look at the change. When some small change happens in a sentence, only a small change should happen in the code, whereas here there is a major change. Use case 3. if Rama would have a chocolate, he would give one to Krishna. It doesn't make it, it is not difficult for us to remember a long sentence. However, when it comes to a program, what I have to do is, you see, I have to say chocolate underscore instance equals Rama dot remove from Artha chocolate. If chocolate instance, do this. Now Python is a very good language because it reduces the syntax a lot, but is it sufficient? Can we do better? Yes. I have exact sentence as यदि रामस्य चाकलेहम अस्ति तर्हि रामः कृष्णाय चाकलेहम ददाति. Very simple to remember. Instead of remembering bracket, instance, all of this. Use case 4 is one of the we have when we have to have a module or a function or a procedure, we call define, and we have to indent. We have to remember how much indentation we have to have, and Python is a good way. Python has a good way of having indentation, which helps us to look at a code in a glance and understand what it happens. Commendable thing, work. Now what I have done is I have seen that when I am talking and when I have to remember a 3 hours movie or a huge novel, it's very natural for a human mind to remember a thing as long as there is a structure. And I have used that. I have used a structure in which I say Atha Adhyaya Adhyayavan Prarambha Ramah Trini Chaklehani Arjitavan blah blah blah, and then I say Adhyaya Adhyayavan Samaptam, and this Adhyaya is remembered as long as there is something it's written in a very creative way. And then when I say Adhyayavan Karotu, I know, yeah, Adhyayavan refers to that, and then it repeats. So a human mind, it is very easy to remember, and in fact it is very easy for computer as well. When I develop the compiler, it appears that computer also it loves doing this. How computer loves it? It uses less battery power, it uses less memory, so those advantages the computer also gets. All right, so here the point is that last year all the kids, even from a poor family, they were forced to buy a phone so that the education can continue. Yeah, but the thing is, like, since now the kids have, everyone have a phone, now it is very simple for them to connect to a computer online and then learn this programming. So they don't have to invest additional things to learn this. And if they have a PC or a computer, all right, good, they can as well do it. So it doesn't make much difference whether you have to have a computer with you or a phone with you, as long as you are working on a programming as you want to learn. All right, so thank you. I want it would be great if you can give your comments on this, and yeah, so let me know if you are willing to fund a child for learning Sanskrit programming, and do spread the word to those who love Sanskrit. Thank you. Namaste.